Thank you very much. I want to thank the league for having us here. Thank you all for coming out. Just want to give you a little bit about myself. For my entire life, I've always been the type of person who has wanted to step up and do the right thing, no matter what else is going on around me. It's why I joined the Army and became an Army officer and served in the Gulf War. It's why I decided to run for Shaker Heights City Council and currently serve on Shaker Heights City Council. And it's also why I decided to step up and run for the Cuyahoga County Council position. You don't have to look very far in the news to see what happens when county government puts its own self-interest ahead of the interests of its residents. And one thing I can tell you is if I'm elected into this position, you'll be electing an independent-minded leader who doesn't take his orders from either one of the parties. And that's my pledge to you. My background, I'm a former Army officer, as I stated. I've got an MBA in international business, and I've lived and worked all over the world. And I can tell you it's not very easy for businesses in this current environment to set up shop in Cuyahoga County and in the region. One of the things that I pledge to do and that I hope to work to do is to help facilitate business development. That's what I do now, along with serving on the council, and that's what I'll do in this position. The second thing that I hope to accomplish in moving into this role is to bring fiscal responsibility back to our county government. We've got a county government that has a $1.5 billion budget, and we have over 100 appointed positions. One of the things that I want to do is help make sure that the county money, your money that you pay to the county government, is taken responsibly and used in the right way, and which will allow us to better facilitate county services that make up the bulk of the government. And then finally, the one thing that I hope to accomplish also is to bring some level of integrity back into our county government. Again, you look at the news and you see what happens when county officials are guided by their own self-interest and greed. Well, I can promise you that, again, if I'm elected into that position, one of the things I'll work for is bringing in a code of conduct so that individuals who serve in county government, you'll know what's going on behind closed doors and you'll know where your money's being spent. So I'm doing this because I believe in this region. I've lived in this region for the last 13 years of my life. It's my home. I don't plan on going anywhere. I'm doing this to help make county government work for us, and with your help we can do that. So thank you.
Next we will hear from C. Ellen Connally.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank all of you for your support in the September primary. In the field of 8 candidates, I received 46.75% of the vote in the Democratic primary. And I say that because I got the support of community leaders, labor unions. I was endorsed by the Cleveland Plain Dealer and also by the Colin Post. And I look forward to your support in the general election. For those of you who don't know me, I was a judge at the Cleveland Municipal Court for 24 years. I did not seek re-election in 2004. I went on to be a professor of law at the University of Akron. As a special prosecutor at the city of Cleveland, when the mayor needed someone of unquestioned integrity, he asked me to come in and make some very, very tough decisions. I was an adjunct professor of history at Ursuline, former of the grand jury. I'm a published author of the University of Akron Law Review, Oxford University Press, and Journal of Supreme Court History. As in the primary, I am the only lawyer in this race, and I believe that there are going to be many, many legal decisions that will be vital to the effective leadership. In addition to my law degree, I also have a master's in history and I'm a PhD candidate, all but my dissertation in American history. This position is going to require government experience, the ability to work with other leaders in the legislative process, due diligence in researching and understanding the many, many legal and social issues that are going to be facing the county. And I believe that I have the qualifications. In addition to my government experience, I was president of the Board of Trustees at Bowling Green State University, where I spent 9 years in the University Board of Trustees. I'm a 31-year breast cancer survivor. I'm president of the Board of Trustees of the Breast Cancer Fund of Ohio, and vice president of the Community Action Against Addiction, which is a drug treatment program in Cleveland. I also work on a prison reentry program. As a judge, you're trained to look at all sides of the issue, and that's going to be vital in the issues that are going to face the county. So our most important job is to get the new government up and running, to monitor the new county executive, who we've given a tremendous amount of power to. We have to be, as a county council person, will be the eyes and ears of this community to make sure that the county executive is doing the right thing. My existing relationship with other government officials will be vital in this. I believe that if you compare the credentials of myself and my opponents, that you will support me in the general election. I look forward to serving as your first county council president and look forward to your questions. Thank you.
Wow. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? My name is Laverne Gore. I am 50+ years old and I'm a lifelong resident of the Cleveland area. I am the mother of 3 children, an attorney, a captain in the military, and a 15-year-old that I adored. I can say to you that when you're talking about lifetime experiences, I have my bachelor's in economics and organizational development from the Claremont colleges. I have my MAD from Cleveland State University in adult education, and I have my MPH from the Northeastern Ohio College of Medicine in conjunction with 5 other universities. I think one of the things that we can say, and I've been a business owner for 25 years, when we're looking at county government, we have to look at who can and who has made some of the tough decisions. I ran against Jimmy DeMora in 2000 because I believed at that time we had some issues in county government representing the fact that this city was not the city that I grew up in. It was a vibrant city that I grew up in. There were businesses that were attracted to it. There were people all around us. As I've traveled the entire world with my husband and my family because we work for the defense, I saw what it meant to be committed to your community and what it meant for people to actually stand up and envision a future that their children could be comfortable in. And I didn't see that here anymore. I didn't see that because we, as a citizenry, allowed this to happen. I said these same things when I ran against Jimmy DeMora. When I ran against Frank Jackson last year, I said that we had a 28% high school graduation ratio. We had 28% of our children graduating out of the high school systems in Cleveland. Now they'll tell you it's 36%, they'll tell you 38%, but let me tell you, it's all disgusting. We gave up on our community. I believe in this community. What was existed a long time ago. And I understand when my opposition says that time ago, there may have been a place for individuals who believed in the old Cleveland. I'm saying we have to envision a new Cleveland, a new region, a new Shaker, a new Bedford, a new Warrensville. We have to envision a city that is a region, big enough to handle us all. We have something here that I saw when I was in Saudi Arabia 10 years ago. We have fresh water. The fact that nobody talks about that water is amazing to me because all over the world they're talking about fresh water. They're talking about the 10 freshwater lakes in the world. I am saying to you, we have a future here. We don't have a future if we continue to go back on the past. We don't have a future if we continue to rely on what existed then. Let's move forward, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for new leadership. I am that new leadership.
Thank you.